Hello there you guys. Today we're actually going to be doing a black PC setup under, I believe it's $1,100. So we're gonna check on every item that we're gonna buy as of today. As you guys might know, the prices for some items might be a little bit more expensive because of the situation that we're going through right now. Aside from that, there's also gonna be new hardware coming up soon. So it is not really the best time to buy a computer or buy parts for a computer. But if you actually need one right now and you want to build one that is really cool, completely black, well, you're in the right video right now. So let's get started, move on to the parts. First part for the build, it's a CPU that it's an AMD 3600. It has 6 cores and 12 threads, super fast CPU, very cheap as of the moment. I believe it's $166. I'll put the price and the link on those on the description below, but very worth it at the moment. There's other CPUs that you could buy for a very cheap price also, but this one I believe it's the best one at the moment for the price that is being offered. As the second part, we're going to be choosing a motherboard that it's compatible with the Ryzen CPU that we have and accepts like a 3000 series. So this one, it's a very cheap one also, and it has also RGB in case that you guys need it. I know some people might hate it, but either way, RGB is there. If you want to have it, cool. If you don't, just put it on black or white or whatever you want to have it at, and then be done with it. For the third part, we're going to be using a RAM CPU. For the third item, we're going to be using a RAM that it's going to be 3600 megahertz, which is going to be sufficient for the CPU, so the CPU can fit from it. Okay, this is going to be very good for whatever you do, whether it is gaming, video editing. I mean, video editing, maybe you need a little bit more RAM just in case. Yeah, if you do video editing, I will go with a little bit more RAM, like 32 gigs, but 16 gigs for gaming or for like soft editing, or maybe it's even streaming, should be pretty enough. Okay, so for the fourth item, which is the storage, I'm actually going to be choosing 2 drives. The reason why I chose 2 drives is because I want to have, in this build at least, a variety of games and to boot up the PC fast. For the first drive, we're going to be using an M.2 SSD drive. Okay, this is going to be useful because it's going to load your operating system very fast, which means pretty much when you boot up your system, it's just going to give you a really fast boot up time. This is also good for loading applications. Whatever application you might have, it's going to load it super fast. You're not going to hear that crazy spinning from the hard drive. It's just going to boot it up. Okay, for the second one though, we're going to be using a 2 terabyte hard drive. And the reason why we're going with a 2 terabyte instead of a 1 terabyte is because this single one game that you might know already, called Call of Duty, it's taking up huge space in storage nowadays. The game is insane. I can't believe it's already like 100 and something gigabytes just to store it. Other games are like 30 to 40 gigabytes or even less, and you know, they're just as fun, I guess. I mean, you be the judge, but that's why I'm giving 2 gigabytes. And also the price of this storage, which is a Seagate, it's going to be very cheap for $54. I mean, it's just a no-brainer not to get it. So our fifth item is going to be our graphics card. What are we going to choose for our graphics card? We could go 2 routes. We could go with the 2060 NVIDIA card, which is going to be around $400. It's going to run very well. It's very reliable. But I feel that if we want to have a little bit more performance, and maybe we want to get to a competitive side to the 2070 Super, we will maybe want to go for the AMD route, because it's going to be a little bit cheaper and a little bit more competitive as well. So in this case, and because of that reason, I'm going to go with the Radeon RX 5700. Okay, So in this case, I chose the Gigabyte. This Gigabyte graphics card is going to be around $400, very cheap price and at a very, very competitive scale to the 2070 Super. That is actually like around $500. So an $100 difference is quite a bit when we're trying to budget down to like $1,100. Okay, and you guys are gonna be asking like, why is it $1,100? Why not $1,000? Well, I tried to minimize it, but it didn't work because we wanted to make it cool, you know? So here it is. This video card, it's going to give you really good performance. There were some software issues that happened some months ago. I believe AMD has taken care of that and the card should run smoothly. For $400, I'm pretty sure you'll get a good, very reliable card as well. So now let's go to the next part. The one that is going to be showcasing the most, which is actually the case. So for the case, I wanted to go very cheap, but I couldn't. I really couldn't. There were towers that were black and I was like, they look ugly. I don't really like them at all. So another thing that it didn't let me choose those other cheap cases was the fact that I needed another fan. Most of the cases come with just one single fan, and one fan is not enough for a case. So this is the reason why I chose another case, and this is going to be the NZXT H510. This case is actually a very clean case. I don't know why they put it at this price of $79. I feel that, to be honest, I feel it's a piece of art and it should be a little bit higher. But the fact that it's at $79 and you could even find it cheaper in some places when we're not in this situation, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's actually cheaper. So the fact that it's at $79, I still feel is very good price for this type of case. So this case comes with two fans, has a very good airflow, and I can guarantee it because I actually have one myself. So to go for this case, I think it was the best decision that I could take for this build. Now here comes the most hard part for me, the power supply. Power supplies right now are going for an insane price. I'm not even kidding. If you go to any like tech store, wanna get a power supply that is like 500 watts, 600 watts, something like that, they're gonna be at a premium price right now. And the reason why is because there is many manufacturers that they're not working on it right now. They have stopped working on them right now because they literally cannot sell them or export them because the manufacturers are not in the United States. So the prices for this are going to be a little bit more expensive, and also there might not be that many. So I had to really look to see which one will be the best one for this case, that it doesn't go over our budget but also works with everything that we have. So here I have one, and it's a very good one. A Corsair 650 watt 80 plus bronze for $69. This is a very good power supply. I'll put the links down below for everything, but if you guys want to get a power supply right now that is 650 watts, good luck if it's not this one, especially at this price. So get it right now. Please don't wait any longer. It's impossible to get one right now. I mean, if you want to build a computer right now, get one. If you don't, sure, just wait. Maybe just 1, 2 months, 3 months, who knows? But I'll definitely recommend you getting this one right now. Anyways, so after all those pieces come together, the price comes to be like $1,051. Okay? And 91 cents. But there's an issue, and I'll show you guys why. The Corsair power supply has these horrible cables. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some custom cables in Amazon. They're very cheap. I mean, I wouldn't say like cheap, like less than $10, but for the quality that they are and for how they look, I feel if you want a no black setup, you definitely have to go for these ones. So let me show them to you, and then I'll put a link down below. And then after that, that's pretty much it. Get the pieces, build a computer together, and get ready for some gaming or productivity or anything that you would like to do, like video editing. This computer will be able to handle it. I really hope this guide was helpful for you, so you could pick some of the parts for your PC, or maybe just build the whole PC yourself with these parts. If you do, send a Twitter with the pictures of whatever you built. And then again, glad to help. See you next time.